the case called County of Allegheny versus ACLU, decided in 1989. In that case, the local government had put a creche, a nativity scene, in a prominent place on the main stairway in the county building. And also, the local government had put a menorah with a Christmas tree and a Liberty sign outside the city county building on its grounds. And both those displays were challenged in that case. And so we'll use those as examples for our three ways you can interpret the clause. The first way is what we call strict separation. And this is where you see the wall of separation metaphor used. If the government activity has any religious content to it at all, it's going to be unconstitutional. The old Lemon test was in this category of interpretation. The court has rejected the Lemon test. And this sort of strict separation theory is very much out of favor on the court now. Not surprisingly, under this theory, both of those local government displays in the County of Allegheny case would be unconstitutional. The second way we could interpret the clause we call neutrality. The government must not take sides and favor one religion or denomination over another. Now, if the government engages in facial discrimination based on religion, that we have settled law on, that triggers strict scrutiny. We're talking about situations where it's not facially clear that the government is favoring one group over another. We want to make sure the government is being neutral. And the main way you've seen the court use this idea is to develop what we call the non endorsement test, where you look at what the government has done and ask whether an objective observer would view the government as endorsing the particular religion that that display represents. Under this approach, that creche, that nativity scene, all by itself, inside the county building, on that main staircase, that's unconstitutional. But the menorah with the Christmas tree, with the Liberty sign, outside on the grounds, not unconstitutional. Again, because an objective observer wouldn't view the governmental entity as endorsing Judaism, given the collection of items in that display. Under this view, the government would need to try to establish an official state religion, including taxing people to subsidize that religion or giving other direct benefits to that religion. So much so that effectively it tends to establish that religion as the state religion. Alternatively, the way the government could violate the Establishment Clause under this interpretation would be to coerce an individual into practicing a particular religion. Looking at the type of government activity historically, can you find parallels in the history and tradition of the country? If so, then we can uphold it. If it's unusual, then it's perhaps not going to be constitutional. Under this approach, again, not surprisingly, both of those displays in the County of Allegheny case would be constitutional.